Hello Aquarius, welcome to this channel. This is our weekly reading for the week of February the 25th. I hope you are doing well and having a lovely day and taking good care of yourself. Let's see what's coming through for you guys. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. If Aquarius is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And if you like what you see here, please do remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments if you feel comfortable. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Let's see what's coming through for Aquarius, sun, moon and rising. Aquarius, your card for the week is Two of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. All right, so that's lovely energy coming through for Aquarius. So Two of Cups is you a change, a positive change, something to do with your relationships. So it could be that you are connecting with someone. Those of you who are looking for love, it could also be meeting with someone this week, or it could be having a conversation, some kind of communication is coming through. Or on the other hand, this could also be you focusing on you at this time. Maybe you are, this could also be you connecting with your own higher self, self-love, self-care. And it could be you focusing on something that's more meaningful for you. It could be your creativity, your spirituality, just spending time with you, something like that. So yes, and with Wheel of Fortune, I would say this may have something to do with the past. So it could be that some of you are connecting with someone from the past. It could be a friend, someone you used to work with, an old friend, something like that. So yes, and so just be careful, my dear, because here what I'm seeing is Ten of Swords. So Ten of Swords could also mean some communication issues coming across, like misunderstandings. So be aware of who you are trusting, who you are confiding in. That is something to be mindful of, okay? Yes. On the other hand, Wheel of Fortune is good luck energy. So this is forward momentum. So it could be that you are, for some, it could be conflict resolution. If there have been something, this is, having a heart-to-heart with someone, exchange, sharing your thoughts, your feelings, and also listening to the other person's thoughts and feelings, and you finding a common ground and strengthening your relationship. That's what I'm getting with this. So if there have been any misunderstandings, this is you cleaning that up, and it could be an apology. It could be either you or it could be the other person, or sitting down and having a conversation. That's what I'm getting. And yes, conflict resolution is I'm seeing it here as well. On the other hand, this could be invitations, parties, partnerships coming through. Wheel of Fortune is a change. It's lucky energy coming your way. So what I'm thinking is, what I'm getting is positive changes. Okay, so now, and with Ten of Swords, this is a lot of mind happening, you thinking and overthinking, analyzing things. So it's important that maybe, some of you guys are worried about certain things. So it's important that again, number 10 here, and then Wheel of Fortune is also 10. So this could be ending of something, ending of a cycle, and you moving into something new. So for some, the sunrise, see here, the sunrise has to do with a new morning. What I mean by that is you realizing certain things, a new awareness, a new vision, you looking for future possibilities, and changing something. You're creating a change. For some, it could also be changing your lifestyle, your routine, or the way you respond to stressful situations. Or it could be that you taking care of yourself and you strengthening your own relationship with yourself, meaning it could be through spiritual practice like meditation, prayer. The reason why I said this is because we are in Pisces season, and Pisces has to do with spirituality, creativity, and being in the flow of things, taking it easy, something like that. So that could be one area most of us would be focusing on this month and the next month. February is almost over, right? So that is what I'm getting, strengthening your own relationship with yourself, meaning like asking yourself, how can I maintain a sense of peace and harmony regardless of the situation? How can I go through stressful situations in a calm manner? And for some, it also has to do with communication. And it's about then taking action, creating a change. For some, it could be, depending upon how intense this is, it could be that you are, it could be reaching out for help. It could be therapy, it could be counseling, it could be you taking care of your mind, body spirit, meditation, prayer, and changing up your routine in some way. you know so so you can then take care of those things that you are worried about, maybe. So it's all about releasing. So with 10 of swords, what I'm getting is, ask yourself, Aquarius, what needs to go, what needs to be released. So it could be, all the things that are keeping you stuck. It could be emotions and feelings connected to past experiences like anger, resentments, regret, guilt, and all those emotions that we unknowingly, it remains in our body if we don't pay attention and if we don't actively do something about it. And it silently influences our choices, the way we react to things, the way we respond to situations, the decisions we make in our life, things like that. So it's all about taking that time for self-reflection, contemplation, reflecting on your own past experiences, and then asking yourself, okay, you know what, enough is enough, and I don't want to experience these kind of energies in future. What needs to happen? It's not about external. When we focus on our outside for answers, when we wait for something to change, someone to change, so we can feel good, it's not going to happen. What we are seeing outside is a manifestation of what we are feeling within. So until and unless we go inward and take care of, release all those things that we are clinging on to, the emotions that, there are only two emotions, right? One is of love and then fear, and all the other emotions comes out of these two emotions, love or fear. So no, whenever when you sit down and when you talk to yourself and spend some time with you, you will realize, like, where is it coming from, what needs to happen. It could be about letting go of certain things. It could be letting go of people and situations that are not good for you. It could be a job situation, it could be people you hang out with, it could be emotions you are holding on to in your body, and it could be conversations that doesn't resonate for you, it could be a group situation. So whatever this is, until and unless we are honest with ourselves, right, then and take action, then nothing is going to change. So this is you. Number 10 indicates an end of a phase, and the sunrise here again, it's hope, optimism for the future. But then we have to release this for you to get up and get going, right? So what needs to go, what needs to be released? And again, these are all mind, emotions. So sometimes we also have to, so don't take it as criticism. Okay, I'm just, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just reading the cards. This is something that I come across as well, and this is something that I go through. I mean, I practice, like I sit down and when things happen in our external, we get irritated, we get frustrated, and then we react, which is something we all tend to do, right? And but then, what we do afterwards is also important. We also, when we mindlessly, when we don't take that time to reflect on our experiences and mindlessly react to things, then nothing is going to happen, nothing is going to change, right? It's we will find ourselves in a loop, coming across same people, same people, situations, circumstances again and again, and it's like a groundhog day, coming across same thing again and again. Nothing is, we are not coming across any new experience. So instead of mindlessly going through our life, sometimes we have to be very intentional and ask ourselves, it's again, it has nothing to do with people in our life, situations that we come across. None of us are victim in our life, right? We can, blame and complain about things all we want, but no amount of blame and complaints are going to create a change, right? Until and unless we go inward and focus on our own energies. So what are you dwelling in? Okay. Yes, or whatever it is that I am telling you, it's not comfortable, and I'm not sure if you are still here, because sometimes the moment I talk about these things, people are like, okay, you know what, I have better option, I don't want to hear about it. But if you are still here, then the cards are reminding you to check with yourself. So it's this is emotions sometimes cloud our judgments. Sometimes we also have to be practical about things, right? We also have to see, okay, what is this leading to, what am I, what's going on, and we don't want to create any permanent damages in our life. So we also have to be practical, come out of that emotional phase, and take things in our own hands and create a change, right? This is you taking care of that steering wheel and moving your life in a new direction. So wheel of fortune also has to do with ups and downs of life. So when things are amazing around us, it's easy to feel good about things, right? Happy, joyful. But how do we respond when things are not that great? When people around behave in a certain way. And it's all about also understanding what your triggers are, what you are experiencing, and what is there something that you don't have, you have is it something that's in your hands? If not, then what you want to do about it. It's all about strengthening our relationship with ourselves, always. How can we be in a state of peace and harm regardless of what's going on? We don't have control over external situations, job, politics, people around us, circumstances we come across in our everyday life. These are things that there is no guarantee, and we don't have control over them. But regardless of what we come across, how can we still remain peaceful and calm? For some, it may have something to do with your health as well. So it could be backaches, migraine, you not feeling well, something like that. So regardless of in which area we are experiencing this, this is about being honest with yourself and having a conversation with yourself, and then doing what needs to be done in order to create a positive change. And that will also, when we take care of our own energies, when we go inward and reflect on things, and when we shift out of that energy, break out of that energy, then we will see that change in our external environment as well. It could be people, they would feel more calm and centered, and they will be like, okay, everything's are under control. But when we are overwhelmed, anxious, and when we react, then what is that going to lead to? It's not going to lead to any positive changes, right? It's only like damaging things. So even though, yes, it is actually easy to say these things and it's difficult, but then when we practice, it's an everyday thing, it's a journey, right? We all, it's, including me, that is the journey, that is the purpose of our life. Our journey is all about how to be more centered, how to stay more grounded, how to be in that space of peace and calm, regardless of what we are coming across in our external. So we can do that by practicing meditation, self-reflection, contemplating on things, right? Automatic writing things down, whatever it is that we are coming across. And that is that when we do that, we can actually free up our mind, and when things are in front of us, then it help us see our situations in a new light. Or it could also be spending time with the people we love, the things, those engaging in those activities that are meaningful for us, and also being aware of all those like emotions that we may be holding on to. It could be past regrets, disappointments, something someone said or did, something like that. So past, we cannot go back and fix it, right? But it's all about what we do right today. The power is in the now. So what can we do about it now? It's about releasing and thinking about, okay, you know what, how do I go from here? Like, we don't want our past to influence our future. If we don't take care of them, that is what gonna happen. The past will show up in our future. So it's important we ask ourselves, is this really something that I want from my life? Or am I ready to experience something new and amazing? So it's in our hands, right? It's totally in our hands. So it's about asking ourselves, okay, what can I do about it? How, if something like this shows up in my tomorrows, how am I going to respond to this situation? What kind of actions will I be, how do I want to show up? So that's the growth. That is that is an adventure in itself, right? It's all about, we are our own project, right? It's always working on ourselves and making the necessary improvements, adjusting, adapting, and coming up with a new vision for our life, right? Pluto is in your sign Aquarius, and Pluto has to do with regeneration, renewal, rebirth, things like that. So these situations that you are coming across, it's actually helping you create positive changes, whether it looks good on the outside or not. But take this as an opportunity to, in order to create that positive shift in your life. And it starts with you. The change that you want to see, it starts with you. So think about how can you make that change. Again, it could be about reaching out for help when you need it, because it's all about we are not alone in this. We all want each other's help and support, right? So if you try to figure this out yourself, then you will find yourself you will get entangled in those emotions and thoughts. But if you reach out to the right people, then you will find better solutions, and you can then handle things in a more efficient and effective way. So for some of you, it could also be making a lifestyle change, or maybe some of your routine is going to a change. If you are not well, it could also mean physical illness. Then that is also changing. This is recovery, but you want to give to yourself this. If you are not well, then focus on you. And it could be eating healthy, staying more hydrated, and spending your time and energy wisely, and rest, sleep, things like that. And before you know, you will be back to your usual self. Aquarius, your message for the week is fairness. Okay, this card showed up for almost most of the signs this week, and you saw me shuffling, and I don't know, something that is a mystery. But what I would say is most of the signs actually, including I think Leo, Sagittarius, I don't know about Aries, I don't remember. But this card actually showed up for I think Cancer. Uh, yes, and now your sign as well. So this is Justice. It may have something to do with a Libra. It could be that Libra is in your chart because Justice is ruled by Libra, or it could be that you know someone you are interacting with here. And this is all about being fair in your judgments, my dear. um, yeah, we have Hierophant. So what if there have been something in relationships, it could be workmates, it could be your children, your siblings, your parents, your friendship. If there have been something with both these two cards, it feels like there is some kind of resolution, reconciliation. It could be that you are getting a third party perspective, like I mentioned. um, and you don't have to figure this out yourself. It could be counseling, therapy, or it could be someone you look up to. So, and things are getting resolved. Okay, and there is harmony in relationships. So the message here is this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Okay, let me read this out to you. For some, it may have something to do with, I don't see anything to do with legal matters because here I have Two of Cups. It could be, important relationships in your life, your personal life, or the people you work with. But justice could also mean, legal matters getting resolved. It could be child adoption or custody, something to do with custody, things like that. Okay, so let me see. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Let me suggest another definition for fairness. It's when all parties involved surrender their personal agendas in favor of the greater good for the entirety of the group. This requires trust in the wisdom of the whole. When it comes to matters of disputes, the attacks are based on fears that you may not receive your share. Yet, attacks amplify the hurt and the pain that caused the dispute in the first place. Why not surrender your attachment to a specific outcome and instead direct your holy will towards the resolution of the argument? Hold a firm vision of a peaceful outcome and let the pieces fall into place in a harmonious manner. A lawsuit will be resolved. A dispute will end harmoniously. You will be treated fairly. Keep everyone's needs in mind during negotiations. Release guilt and shame, as these emotions can attract a punishing attack. Yes, that's what I was talking about in the beginning of the reading. This may have something to do with old emotions that are still active in your body, and when that is our energy field, right? The emotions that you are harboring, it doesn't matter. Like maybe you are not focused on those emotions, but it's still there, and that is evident the way you are responding to situations. If you find yourself responding to situations in a not so good way, in a not pleasant way, that means those emotions are still active. So that's an opportunity. You can take it as an opportunity to really take a deeper look at where this is coming from, what's the trigger, and what you can do about it, and things like that. So when you are willing to take action and look at those things, and don't ignore them, then that will lead to a positive change. Yeah, this is you strengthening your relationship with yourself, my dear. So that will help you resolve everything else in your, what's going on externally for you, the external situations that you are coming across. So, all right, there you go, my dear. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for being here and listening. If you are still here, and if the message was helpful, please do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if this was your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay. And thank you again for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please take good care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.